Sculpted Body Fitness, and today I want to talk about foam rolling and the benefit of it. But real quick, I want to discuss the warm-up side of the workout. You know, every workout should begin with a warm-up, whether it is dynamic stretching, which is just you doing a quick stretch release, mimicking the exercise you're about to do, foam rolling, or the exercise itself. You know, if you're about to work chest, you may be doing some moderate intensity push-ups to get the blood flowing and get your joints and stuff, your shoulders and stuff warmed up. But me personally, I use the foam roller. Another word, SMR, self-myofascial release. You're just rolling over the connective tissue, which is the fascia that you're repeatedly tearing whenever you work out. Me personally, I prefer this over everything else. And how you want to use it is basically, let's say you're starting out with your back. You want to start at the top of the back and you want to foam roll all the way down to maybe mid-back, right? So you want to go about 1 inch per second to allow your body to register where the tender spot is. Once you find that tender spot, you want to sit on it for 30 to 60 seconds and allow that pain to diminish. Muscles that can be foam rolled is all your main muscle groups: back, you can do chest, shoulders, you can even hit triceps, glutes, quads, hamstrings, calves, peroneals, shins, hip flexors. The only one that I really advise to stay away from is the lower back. There are mixed views on it, but I will say if you foam roll your lower back and you already got lower back issues, it's just gonna exaggerate that pain. So for lower back, I recommend doing stuff like yoga stretches, you know, your cat-cow stretches, your piriformis stretches. And even then, if you want to foam roll, just hitting the muscles that are connected to the lower back. You know, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves along that posterior chain. If you foam roll those, it will help alleviate some of that back pain. Now, some of the benefits of using this bad boy, you know, aids in muscle recovery, reduces inflammation, and it helps maintain muscle lengthening, which is a part of what you're doing whenever you warm up to keep from pulling the muscle, you know, muscle tightness and all that other stuff. Also, you know, as far as, you know, increasing the muscle elasticity, joint mobility, things like that, man, this thing works wonders. So I definitely advise, you know, you're going to go buy one, you and your friends, you know, using this before and after your workouts and just seeing what it does. You know, I do see a big difference in muscle soreness, and I don't even drink a whole lot of aminos anymore. That's what I used to use for muscle recovery, but I use this before and after my workout, and I find that it helps reduce some of that lactic acid in the muscle. So I live by this thing, and I encourage you guys to give it a try. So now I'm about to break off into the actual exercise portion to show you how to hit each muscle group with the foam roller. So just bear with me, I'll be back in just a second to get changed. All right, guys, we're back to part 2 of the video. I just had to get changed real quick. I also had to change rooms, of course, you can see. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna start with the back, and then we're just gonna work our way on down. But looking at, like I said, the back, the thoracic spine, I'm gonna show you several ways to hit it. Looking at, starting at the top of the back, the shoulder blades, and then you're gonna roll down to about mid-back. Say you wanna go about an inch per second. Try to find a spot that's tender or sore, and you just wanna sit on it. If you don't find anything going straight up and down, you can always lean up on one side to get more pressure on that side of the back to try to see if you can find something on that spot. And me personally, I'm very sore. I just worked back today. So I definitely have some tender spots. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna keep going because, man, you can literally foam roll for hours. Now looking at your lats, rolling over on one side, right? You wanna start in between, well, you wanna start just under the armpit crease, and you wanna go all the way down to about the mid-axillary area. You should be able to feel those lats, you know what I'm saying? Rolling up and rolling down. Like I said, going about an inch per second. Try to find that spot. Like I said, I'm very sore, so I can honestly use sitting on it for 30 to 60 seconds to try to alleviate some of that soreness. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna keep going. You know, hit both sides, right? And going back to the back, You could also roll up on one side and hit those rear delts as well while you're back there. And that's just gonna be slight movement because obviously your rear delts is not that big of a muscle to roll back and forth on. So it's just gonna be slight movement, you know, rolling, still trying to keep that inch per second to try to find you something there. Hit that other side. Right? All right, so that was the back. Now we're gonna roll over. We're gonna hit chest and the front delts. Now you wanna get the foam roller at an angle so that way you can get up. Let me see if you guys can see it. Starting pretty much right there on that front delt. You know, you can hit that, going back and forth about an inch per second. Now rolling down to the chest, right there where that armpit crease is, you wanna roll just over the chest to that midline. Coming right back across, trying to find any kind of tender spot, right back across. You can even roll back on that front delt if you would like. Switching to the other side. Starting at that front delt, or you can start at the crease of the armpit to hit the chest. Me personally, I start at the front delt, and then I roll. Back to that midline. There we go. I got a little tender spot up in there. Find one. I'm gonna keep reiterating 30 to 60 seconds, all right? All right. Now, looking at the lower body. Starting with your glutes. Turn sideways for you. Starting just at the top of the butt, just before the lower back. You're gonna roll. Just before where those hamstrings begin, right? Same thing, about an inch per second. Now this is glute max. You wanna roll over, hit glute medius, minimus, roll over to that one side. Try to get some pressure on it. Same thing, inch per second, find a spot, 30 to 60 seconds you wanna sit on it. All right, roll over to that other side, and glute medius, minimus, right? Now, gonna hit hamstrings. Just sliding down. Now you wanna roll from the top of the hamstring just underneath the butt, just before the knee, right? Right there, hitting those hamstrings, okay? Now if you can't feel anything, you feel you need to get more pressure, roll up on one side, right? Just like before. Roll up on one side, get more pressure. Roll over, hit that other side, right? Slow it down, about an inch per second, right? Now rolling over to my right side, you have your IT band, which is your runner's muscle. This is one muscle that a lot of people neglect. You know, runners, they typically pull muscles because of it. But starting at the top where the hip is, and you want to just roll right down before the knee, just like the hamstring, right? And this one right here typically hurts. You know, if you're not somebody who does this often, and if you're a runner, you work legs a lot, this one right here is gonna hurt, right? And you know, like right now my leg is shaking. You know, rolling over to the other side, same thing. Ooh, that hurts. And it should hurt. See, I'm rolling, see. Once you find that spot, you wanna sit on it. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Now, crossing over to the quads now. Getting right up there in that hip, and then you wanna roll down just before the knee, right? In your quads. You want to put emphasis on one side, it's the same thing. Just roll over, put all that weight on that one quad. right? Same thing on the other side. About an inch per second, remember. Find that spot, 30 to 60 seconds, right? Okay, cool. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these hip flexors. You wanna roll in, right up in that hip crease, roll out just to the knee, right above the knee, right? Same thing, inch per second. Find that spot you wanna sit on, right? The other side, same thing, same thing. Inch per second. Rest on it 30 to 60 seconds if you got any pain, right? All right, moving on to the lower leg. We got calves. You want to start just below the knee, rolling out just above the ankle, right? And just like all the other muscle groups, roll up on one side to get more pressure. Keeping in mind, the inch per second. Finding that spot, resting 30 to 60 seconds. Okay? Rolling over to the outside of the leg. This is your peroneals. Same thing in between the knee and the ankle. You can hit that. Don't forget to roll on both sides when you do so. Rolling over to the shin, your tibia. Do the same exact thing in between the knee and the ankle. Rolling up on one side if you need more pressure, right? And then, rolling back on that other side to hit that peroneal. All right, guys, that concludes my foam rolling video. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you could, drop some feedback down below in the comments. Go ahead and like and share the video. And just let me know what you guys think. You never used a foam roller? Did it benefit you? Did it help with the soreness? Or are you having trouble using it? Do you need more clarity? Whatever the case is, guys, I really do live by this thing, and I hope that you found some use in this video. Because like I said, man, like when I use this, I'm nowhere near sore. I have seen great benefits as far as growth. You gotta think in the muscle recovery phase, what are you wanting? You want more blood flow to the muscle that you just broke down in order to get it repaired, grow, get ready for that next session. This bad boy right here increases all of that. So let me know what you guys think.